beautiful morning, and our beautiful breakfast, beautiful November, beautiful Connecticut. Welcome, everyone. Not bad. 3 seconds, not too bad. Thanks so much. We're going to quiet down. We're going to start our program with a beautiful, wonderful video about the mental health work that we do. Thank you.
Amy is a very sweet woman. She is very passionate about the way she feels. She is, so disciplined, such a hard worker, and she manages everything so much better than I could ever myself, and I really respect her for that.
I decided I wanted to get a job, and I came to Ability. I started working with employment specialist Carissa. She's probably the best employment specialist I've ever worked with.
Amy struggles with her self-confidence mostly. I think being an advocate for her is something that she really needs and has been very important to her success. We on the career development team always try to build relationships with employers primarily before trying to place someone there at a job. Knowing that we are there to support both them and the individual we're serving is really helpful to make sure that employer is more open to hiring individuals with disabilities of all kinds.
When Carissa had actually suggested going to DSW, I thought she was crazy.
I just stumbled upon, an opening at DSW, and I thought that maybe something like that would be a good starter role for her.
I decided to go for it, and go apply, and when I met Yolanda, I knew that it was a job for me. She is wonderful. She'll give me certain tasks that she says, this is an Amy project, because I'm really good at organization. She'll give me like one of the triangles, and she'll say, here you go, put this stuff on the way you do it, and I'll come and check on you when you're done. And Yolanda will look at it, and she'll ponder a few seconds, and she'll look from another angle, and sometimes she'll say, I couldn't have done it better myself. And when she says that, it really means a lot to me, because I really respect this woman. She gave me a chance when I think a lot of people wouldn't have.
Our career development teams that are funded by the Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, we work over a span of 3 different territories: Waterbury, Danbury, and Norwalk, Stamford. Those 3 teams support up to 300 individuals on any given day. And what these employment specialists do for the individuals we serve can be anywhere from job exploration, going to interviews together. It's a balance of coordinating with her clinical teams over at DEMIS and her manager Yolanda at the store. And everybody comes together and is very accommodating and understanding.
I've never called in to this job. I take a lot of pride in this job. I love working at DSW. I love working with shoes. Who doesn't love shoes? I mean, let's be real, who doesn't love shoes?
I do like shoes. I do a lot of window shopping while I'm there with Amy every Monday.
I feel pride that I'm able to get up in the morning and I get ready for work. I look forward to going to work. It gets me out of the 4 walls that I live in. It gives me a little bit of spending money, and it gives me hope that I can live a normal life.
Who doesn't love shoes? Who doesn't love shoes? Unfortunately, Amy didn't feel well this morning. She couldn't join us, but we thank her so much for sharing her story. And thank you to Carissa and Yolanda for being part of our partnership and working with her to make her dream job come true. It was a great story. If you've come to this event before, I hope you feel the momentum. I hope you feel the growth. This is an amazing turnout for a breakfast. We couldn't do that without our amazing volunteer committee and our development team. So if If you're on the committee for this breakfast, would you please stand for just a moment so we can thank you and acknowledge this is an incredible turnout. And if you're on our development team and made this event happen, please stand up so we can say thank you. Alita, Kathy, thank you. Doug in the Amber Room, you're part of our Ability Beyond family, it feels like, so thank you for all that you do. It's always amazing. If you are an Ability Beyond board member or board committee member, would you please stand briefly just so we can thank you for the work that you do to support us. And we'd really like to thank our champion sponsors for this morning, M&T Bank and Nuvance Health. Thank you so much for your support. And we have some elected officials in the room this morning. We have Jonathan Smalls from Senator Murphy's office, Mayor Dean Esposito, State Senator Julie Kushner, Rudy Marconi is here, and Rachel Chalesky, a state rep. So thank you for joining us and for all that you do. Mayor Dean Esposito is going to stand up, come up, and join me up here for just a moment to say good morning to you all.
How are you? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. You know, I usually start a little, I guess, speech when I see the Amber Room packed to the walls, with how proud I am of the greater Danbury community to be here, especially for Abilities Beyond. This is such a good cause, and so many people that I see, so many people that I know personally. We saw the video. My wife says, "Are you crying?" And I said, "Yeah, I am, kinda." But you know, to be able to be here as the mayor of the city of Danbury and know my wife, we talked about it, how blessed we are of our life that we've had so far. And those that need the support, we're going to bless them in the big picture, right? Today is a fundraiser for the Abilities Beyond. And I know that you're all here and you're all ready to support, but I ask you from the bottom of my heart, do the best you can. Finance, help, support. But again, I'm so proud. I'm sitting with Joe Putnam. Joe and his sister Mary Alice have been crucial in the community. It's just a real honor to be here and see your faces this morning and know that in your heart, you're here to help, just like Abilities Beyond. So God bless you all and have a great day.
That's part of our formula. We like to make you cry a little bit, laugh, come together, feel it. We run a tight ship. I stand right there. I'm the hook. We're going to keep you on target to be on your way on time this morning, I promise. So a few updates, and again, I always say this, Ability Beyond, it was always known for our work with people with developmental disabilities and autism, and we certainly do that work today. We serve people with acquired brain injuries here and in New York, but our mental health programs are really, really growing. I think you can feel that in the room today. Our employment work almost doubled last year for mental health due to contract expansions for employment and career development and transition work, thanks to the amazing work of our team. We are serving adults and young adults in the Bristol region, here in Danbury, residentially. Interlude has now been a part of the Ability Beyond family for a really long time. It's hard to realize how fast time is passing. But we're so proud of the work that we do, and it's so important. I think everyone also recognizes that there's a mental health crisis in this country, and we rely on partnerships and our communities and working together to support everyone. For our team at Ability this year, we just invested in free mental health for our team, so that our team members and their family members can get free support just to navigate the challenges in life today. So it's critical work, and we're so proud to be doing it, and we're proud to be doing it with you and with our community partners, with Catholic Charities, with Nuvance Health, Danbury Hospital, Danbury Police Department. It's just so important, and we're so glad that you're here joining us this morning. So the awards that we have today are part part of our formula. We're happy to honor people that support the work that we do every day with our team. And we have 3 amazing people that we're so proud, who are champions in mental health and in the work that we do. And we couldn't be more happy to be doing this. First, we have Eric Foss, whose corporate leadership on the national stage and his family philanthropy and passion for the work that we do here at Ability Beyond makes significant impact in breaking down stigma and impacting lives for people with mental health challenges. And we said to him this morning, if it weren't for the support from Eric and the legacy of his family, we wouldn't be having this breakfast. It really propels the work that we do, and we so appreciate it. Tracey Dolan will be receiving an award, and who is really a leader in this community and has been for a really long time, doing critical work. I'll talk about that in a few minutes. And then Charlie Coretto, our longtime partner from Catholic Charities, and who is supporting being our partner in building lives for people with mental health diagnoses, so that they can live a safe, fulfilling, and independent life here in the community. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about everyone, but we really encourage you to take your programs with you this morning, read their bios, really learn about the work that they do. So first is the Celine Carricker Memorial Award. And we present this award in honor of Celine, who was a parent, and very much like the Walsh family who founded JHR and then Ability Beyond, she was a pioneer. And 71 years ago, the Walsh family recognized that there was a gap in the community, and so did Celine when her daughter was diagnosed with schizophrenia in 1969. And her vision was similar. She wanted a better life for her daughter and for all people with mental health challenges, so that they could live a successful and fulfilling life in the community. So we consider her a pioneer. We consider ourselves an organization that connects with that pioneer spirit. And since her passing, since Celine's passing every year, we have given this award in her honor for someone who supports that pioneer spirit, who shows that pioneer spirit to make the world a better place every day. So Eric is our recipient this year. He has been chairman and CEO of 2 global Fortune 200 companies, including Pepsi Bottling Group and Aramark. He is a sought-after leader and board member on 5 publicly traded Fortune 500 corporate boards. During Eric's time as chairman of Aramark, 2012 to 2019, that company was had employed with them an estimated 270,000 employees. And under his leadership, the company earned recognition from Fortune Magazine's World's Most Admired Companies, Diversity Inc.'s Top 5 Employers. It was Best Places to Work from the Human Rights Campaign and Disability Equality Index. He was building diverse and inclusive workforces, including people with disabilities. 10 years later, since Eric started that legacy, we are still placing people at Aramark today, which is incredible. That partnership began with Ability Beyond and Aramark, and that's again, it's hard to imagine how time is going by so quickly. I don't know how this is happening, but he has served on national boards for the nonprofit Back on My Feet, which works to empower people to break free from cycles of poverty, homelessness, or addiction through fitness, community supports, and employment resources. Eric and his family have a long history of philanthropy, volunteer work, and improving the lives of those less fortunate. After the passing of his wife, Teresa, in 2013, Eric and their daughters, Laura, Elizabeth, and Catherine, established the Teresa Foss Memorial Award at Interlude, which is now part of the Ability Beyond family. And with this annual award, the Foss family created an enduring and inspirational recognition for leadership, service, humility, and compassion for people with mental health needs. And through the Foss Family Foundation, the family impacts the work of numerous other charities, including Ability Beyond, every year. So I'm honored to present the Celine Carricker Award this year to Eric Foss. Eric, would you please come up?
Well, thank you, Jane, for those kind words. I can tell you I am truly honored and humbled to receive this award. There are certainly many people in and around this area far more deserving than I to be up here receiving this, so I want to extend my thanks to those folks, many of you in this room, all of you in this room, who give of your time and effort to give back and to make a difference in someone's life. So the reason I stand here is really all due to one person, and that's the individual that they will announce the awards here in a minute, my wife, Teresa, who really, every day I woke up next to her looking at what she was trying to do, and she lived her life, for those of you that knew her, with a real focus on faith, family, and philanthropy and giving back. And she's somebody who every day hit the ground trying to make a difference in somebody's life, trying to enrich and nourish somebody's life, and to maybe put a smile on somebody's face that maybe hadn't smiled in a while. And so that really now lives and breathes through me, through our daughters, Laura, Elizabeth, and Catherine, that continue to carry that flag. And so I want to thank them, and I also want to thank you, Jane, for all the great work Ability Beyond does each and every day. I can tell you, when we built the partnership with Aramark, you're right, with 270,000 associates, some of our most passionate and committed and energized associates were the ones that we hired in partnership with Ability Beyond. So again, on behalf of myself, Kim, and our entire family, we thank you for this, and we very much look forward to continuing to walk hand in hand with Ability Beyond, and to really make sure we make a difference in the communities here in and around the Connecticut and New York area. Thank you.
It was a little awkward for Eric because usually he's here, he's helping me give the awards. This year we made him receive one, but it was time. It was time, so congratulations to you. Okay, so on to the Teresa Foss Award. And as Eric explained, she was a devoted volunteer to Interlude, a philanthropist. She became part, when Interlude became part of the Ability family in 2012, we saw that work and her charitable efforts and support. And the story that I know that I think is a nice explanation too of the spirit of the award is that she and your daughters would visit our programs and just show people that they belong in this community, that they have a place, that they are supported, that they are one of us here. And that legacy lives on through that award. And first up for this award this morning is Charlie Coretto. He's the director of the Mental Health Counseling Program for Catholic Charities of Fairfield County. Charlie and his team are Ability's partner in doing this work every day and giving people a sense of belonging, security, opportunity, and hope. Someone said to me this morning, Charlie's a saint. He's a saint. Give him the award. Throughout his 24-year tenure at Catholic Charities, he has continually championed diversity initiatives and trauma-informed care. He now oversees New Heights, a wellness and recovery center for adults with mental health concerns. It provides support to the entire community, including people served by Ability Beyond. His deep understanding of the complexities of mental health has enabled him to develop innovative, effective treatment approaches tailored to each person's need. And he is the Catholic Charities Family Center Director and Director of Behavioral Health for the Danbury and Norwalk Behavioral Health Offices. He is a mentor to students from Western Connecticut, Sacred Heart, Fairfield, and Fordham Universities, and mentoring the next generation of compassionate mental health care professionals. His personal professional conviction and devotion to positively impacting the lives of people with mental health is why we chose him for this award. Charlie, will you please come up and receive your award?
Thank you. need glasses now. Didn't need them years ago. So good morning, everyone. And thank you so much for being here and getting up so early. That alone I know is an act of love. I had a wonderful aunt, my father's sister, and her name was Betty. And she'd say to me, when you do public speaking, don't talk too long, and people will lose interest, get bored, and fall asleep. So I promise I won't say too long. I wanted to thank a few people this morning. I wanted to first acknowledge the Foss family and their beloved Teresa, who I'm blessed to receive an award in her honor based on her dedication and example of helping others. She was described to have humility and compassion. I look at those items as some of the greatest tools of our work. She sounded amazing. When I was asked by Michelle Weinstein and Kate Travis from Ability Beyond about this award, I was so touched. There are so many kind and gifted people in the field of mental health, and they tapped on my shoulder, and I'm humbled. These two ladies are champions in the field of mental health, so I'd like to tip my hat to them. I'm also honored to be in the same category as Tracey Dolan from Danbury Hospital. Tracey, your work is inspirational and not easy. People call Tracey and her staff when they are in crisis. Those aren't easy calls. We are in the field of the healing arts, and I'm so proud to be part of the greater Danbury mental health community. For almost 25 years, and I don't know how that happened, I've had the great pleasure working alongside many partner agencies, such as Ability Beyond and Danbury Hospital. Our work is people. It's why we come to work every day. I've often said one of my greatest joys is watching people succeed and grow. It's fun to empower and tell people they can. I believe that when you do better, I do better. It starts with one person. Good mental health is a right, and we all deserve to have it, and we also deserve to be supported when we don't. Working with people that have needs and challenges is a gift. It's a gift because you see perseverance, resilience, strength, reinvention. You see so many things in the human spirit. I've often remarked I could have never endured some of the things our folks have endured. If I am strong, it is because of their constant example to me. I've often been asked, why are you in the field? My answer is, I like people. But for me, it started years ago. My story is not one of sadness or tragedy. It's one of love, an example that came from my mom and dad and family. I was blessed to have parents that gave me these things my whole life: unconditional love, safety, instruction, faith, and examples of kindness. My mother gave me and my two sisters, who are here with me today, these instructions: be nice. Then we watched her and my father enact that their whole lives. Approaching each other and the ones we serve with empathy and hope makes things happen. I hope to continue to walk beside so many great staff and clients that inspire and motivate me each day. I will leave you with words that my father lived by, and they're from St. Padre Pio. Pray, hope, and don't worry. God bless you all, and thank you.
Be nice. Good advice. Good advice, Charlie. Our next recipient is Tracey Dolan, who for 18 years has been a crisis clinician and manager of crisis intervention and mobile outreach at New Vance Health. And if you're not familiar with that service, Tracey will go out, and so will her team, with the EMTs and sometimes the Danbury Police Department, out into the community to support someone and assess someone with an extreme mental health challenge at their most emergent and vulnerable moment. So I think just thinking about someone that can do that job and that work with skill and compassion and staying calm and being kind, that's what we're talking about when we talk about Tracey. She's responsible for the adult crisis support of 13 area towns. That team provides comprehensive one-on-one care of the patient while they are on the emergency unit awaiting next steps, and they look to assess and then resolve whatever long-term issue led to that moment going forward. She's a licensed clinical social worker who has been serving this region for 33 years in the greater Danbury area and also has a private practice. Here's my favorite thing about Tracey. Guess where she started her career as a human services professional? Yes, that's right. Yes, Ability Beyond for 3 years when she was in college. That's my favorite thing about Tracey. But her passion and focus for individuals and families coping with psychiatric and substance abuse disorders, grief, loss, chronic illness is a great shining example to all of us and so important in this work. And I'll say Charlie and Tracey and the police department and New Vance Health and everyone else that we work with in this community. It's such an amazing partnership, and Tracey's such an important part of that. Tracey, will you please come up and receive your award? It's hard to read the glass. Congratulations. Thank you so much. You hand it. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Jane, for your very kind comments, very generous remarks. Jane and I actually, well, I don't know, you started before me, but we actually worked together at DHR a few decades ago. Now Ability Beyond. So good morning, everyone. This is such an honor. The turnout is amazing. It really warms my heart to have everybody here and know that everybody's here for Ability Beyond and the community here. So I first want to thank Eric for this beautiful opportunity to honor Teresa and to your daughters here. You know, it's learning about Teresa. I took the time and read about Teresa, and it's just, to me, so humbling to be in the same category as her. I wish I got to know her. I know I would have loved her. So I'm sorry I missed that opportunity. So thank you for that, and I will continue to think of Teresa as I move forward in my work and honor her in compassion and kindness and patience and gratitude and all of the things that she emulated. So I want to thank everyone for being here. I have been a member of the Danbury community since I was probably 3 and moved here and graduated from Danbury Public Schools. I have worked in, I think, almost every agency in Danbury. Also have chose to raise my beautiful daughters here and continue to live in Danbury. And there's a reason for that. The reason is that when I think of Danbury, I think of a sense of community, I think of diversity, I think of safety. It's just a community that comes together, just like Charlie and Jane have spoken about. The partnerships that exist in this community are tremendous, and the partnership with New Vance and Ability has grown significantly, along with the assistance of Danbury Police Department. And it's not been without a lot of hard work, and I appreciate that partnership and seeing the benefits of the individuals in this community who are, receive, the benefits from the hard work from everybody here. You can't go anywhere in Danbury anymore without seeing somebody who might be in a job program or receiving services and living a life they deserve to live, that we all want to live and all deserve to live, and that's a life with feeling proud and productive and having a sense of independence and having the best quality of life ever. And that's what I think of when I think of Ability Beyond and the great work. I mean, it's grown tremendously since 1989 when I started. But the great work, it's really in these videos when you see the smile and you see the pride in individuals who, have connections with the staff. And going into Ability Beyond, when I filmed the video, I was very touched by seeing the number of clients who were working and connected, and the staff knew them by first name basis. And that's really what it's all about. It's all about making connections. It's all about having a personal commitment to one another. Charlie, I'm honored to share this day with you. Charlie is amazing. I absolutely love working with you. You're an incredible human being, and congratulations to you. So thank you very much.
I'd like to invite Jonathan Smalls, representing Senator Chris Murphy, up to share a citation from the senator, please. Is Jonathan here? There.
Thank you so much for the introduction. As mentioned, my name is John Smalls. I'm with the Senator Murphy's office. It truly is an honor to be here today. Unfortunately, the senator had to be in D.C. It is quite challenging times that we are living in. But the energy in this room right now, and so early, is just truly a testament, right, to what can happen when so many motivated and committed individuals come together and rally behind one meaningful cause. And so thank you for allowing me to celebrate the accomplishments this morning. And on behalf of the senator, I'm just happy to present some certificates from our office for the recipients of the awards this morning. So if I may ask you guys to come back up.
One more time.
These are easier to read than I assume those are, the names here. Eric Foss. We have Charles Coretto. And last but certainly not least, Tracey Dolan.
Thank you, Jonathan. We're going to share one more quick video. Let's try and make you cry and give you some hope just one more time this morning before we send you on your way.
My life has been very, very tough. Losing my parents was the hardest thing. Losing my mom to cancer when I was 22. And losing my dad to a heart attack. I was put into a place where most people were demobilized. When I felt that there was no hope for me in my life, Ability came here to support me.
When I met Jonathan, he was struggling. I saw him need friends to see what I could see. I saw him need this amazing artist that he could share his talents with.
I like artwork. That's one of my proudest things that I like to do.
That's when I reached out to Charlie Coretto and said, that I really wanted to connect him to new heights.
With our work with Jonathan, we saw the need that he probably could use a little bit more support in the community. That's when I started talking to Michelle about referring Jonathan to the residential program. So we did the referral. Michelle and I had some conversations, and he moved into Abilities Residential very successfully.
Charlie's helped me along the way. I do go there mostly all the time there. They came around me to help me figure out how to navigate through those step-by-step process.
When Jonathan came to our residential program at Ability Beyond, one of the things that we identified right from day one was how best to support him so he could have continued wellness in the community. And then also introducing him to providers that maybe he wasn't as familiar with, like Tracey, Dolan, and New Vance and Danbury Hospital, in the event that he needed extra support.
Mobile Crisis is a program that is funded by the Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, and we work out of the emergency department at Danbury Hospital, but we are deployed into the community. Our role is to be deployed within 90 minutes of a phone call. Our job is really assessing risk and making a decision about should somebody need to come back to the hospital for further treatment or evaluation, or can we maintain that person in the community? Our role is to keep an individual in the community.
I have sometimes that tough time trying to accept help in life. Being in this life and ability has shown that I don't have to be afraid to ask for help.
We created his journey right from the start. We didn't wait until he was struggling in these areas. We knew and introduced him to these pillars in our community so that he understood that we all work together to support him and to bring out the best in him every day.
It's really comforting to know that there is an agency like Ability Beyond to partner with us or help us or even refer people to, because we know that people have these needs and they need their needs met now. They don't need them met tomorrow.
Without an Ability Beyond, I would be basically on the streets of Danbury with nowhere to live, basically. Not a roof over my head. I would be in homeless shelters, basically. There's things that people do to help out another person, and that's what Ability is helping me with. It's helped me, give me a place to live.
Jonathan is shared between both our households, I guess you'd say, and that's really fun for us to work with him and have him flourish. He's one of many stories, one of many success stories that we've shared over the years.
Our job and our role is not to hold on to everybody so tightly and not introduce them to anybody else. Our mission, what we have to do to create success stories for them, is to build their social network beyond Ability Beyond.
The importance of supporting Ability Beyond in our community is significant. They are by far the pillar in our community of providing such a vast array of services, I believe to over 3,000 individuals, which is incredible. We need Ability Beyond. We need more resources in the community, but I can't imagine our community without an Ability Beyond present.
I'm so incredibly hopeful for our future, and I'm so excited to see the partnerships that Ability Beyond, that New Vance Hospital, that Catholic Charities can make together, and to see how much better we can make these success stories a reality for folks.
I feel like I'm at peace with myself. Now, being here and being with other people, I've made some friends along the way here. I think that's probably a lot of friends everywhere I go. They tell me I should be the mayor of Danbury, but I don't think I can do that. too much pressure.
Wow. Jonathan, you saved us time. I was just about to ask you to stand, and I didn't even have to do that. Beautiful. Jonathan, thank you for sharing your story. If you're not all crying now, I don't know. Thank you so much, Charlie, for sharing your story. Just a reminder, this is a fundraiser, so please do support us and check your envelopes. They're on your table, or use the QR codes to help support Ability Beyond and our mission so that we can help people like Amy and Jonathan every day and more, the thousands that we serve every year going forward. We so appreciate your support. We thank all of our sponsors. Thank you so much for being here. And you can check for your winners on the board as you leave. Tracey, am I forgetting anything at all? Nope. Everyone, thank you so much. Amy, Jonathan, thank you for sharing. And we'll see you next year. Have a wonderful day.